represent the views of this cable station.
This is the first ever official review for the channel, and little did I know, I would be reviewing a road, or highway in this instance, instead of a vehicle. There exists a random and interesting series of events leading me to start a new series reviewing roads and highways, or any driving surface, but I will not waste your time with that right now. This series starts strong as I review Angeles Crest Highway after 1 year of regular driving experiences throughout the network of roads and highways resting in the San Gabriel Mountains north of Los Angeles, California. Angeles Crest Highway, otherwise known as State Route 2, began construction in 1929, and after delays due to World War II, the highway opened in 1956. The road, constructed by prison labor from Camp 37, takes visitors up to almost 8,000 feet, making this one of the highest roads in Southern California. Over the years, this highway and supporting road network have become both famous and infamous for being one of Southern California's premier drivers' roads and on-location filming sites for Hollywood movies, to dreaded drop points for evidence in murders or horrific automobile accidents. Despite this, the patterned fire seasons, and snow during the winter, drivers from all over the world come to this highway and experience it firsthand. This highway, winding majestically through the forest canyons, was intended to be a freeway, but later rejected due to terrain management issues. The benefit here is to the driver, as parts of the highway are wider, with turns angled for higher speed maneuvers. It's as if sections of the road were designed specifically for the driving enthusiast. After 1 year of frequently driving Angeles Crest Highway, the following is my review as an automobile and driving enthusiast. I am beta testing a new review system for the roads, highways, and racetracks we're going to be reviewing during this channel's progress. There are 2 primary categories in this scoring system, each with 5 subcategories to describe the road and the experience. Each subcategory will have a maximum score of 10 points, totaling 100 total points. The first primary category is practicality. How reasonable and realistic will the experience be? And the 5 subcategories are accessibility, audibility, availability, investment, and quality. The second primary category is functionality, or how the road, highway, or racetrack acts as a function of your experience. This has to do with engagement and user interface. The 5 subcategories are challenge, fun, or sense of adventure, safety, scenery, and testing. I am beta testing this method of scoring, so results are subject to change. Nestled in the San Gabriel Mountains, just north of Los Angeles, California, the highway is accessible via La Cañada Flint Ridge or Pear Blossom Highway near Wrightwood, with alternate route entrances and exits via supporting road networks. State Route 39, State Route 14, and both Interstate 5 and 210 freeways offer options to travel to the highway, with offshoot adventures through Crestline via State Route 18. With Los Angeles around the corner, and consisting of several entrance and exit terminals, Angeles Crest Highway scores a 10 as it is close to Los Angeles, Palmdale, and the San Bernardino County. Once deep inside Angeles National Forest, there aren't too many places to call audibles during your adventure. Once you commit, you either have to turn around and go back the way you came, or navigate to a junction intersection to take you out of the forest via an alternate route. For example, although the main entrances and exits are La Cañada Flint Ridge on the west end and Wrightwood on the east end, Big Tujunga Canyon Road, State Route 39, Angeles Forest Highway, Big Pines Highway, and Lone Pine Canyon Road do offer lesser traveled audibles, or options to enter and exit the highway. There are several interconnecting roads within the forest, like Upper Big Tujunga Canyon Road, but I'll let you find the others to not spoil all of the surprises. Angeles Crest Highway scores fairly well in this category, with a score of 7.5. Availability of resources is slim on Angeles Crest Highway. There are no amenities and only a few buildings on this mountain rural road. As the land is protected as a national monument, very few cellular communication antennas are accessible from this area, and with the surrounding mountainous terrain, cellular reception is non-existent, and making an emergency call of any kind is futile. There are no designated bathrooms or rest stops along the route. The main highway totals 66 miles in length. This becomes a daunting task to drive 66 miles of winding highway when you are either hungry, thirsty, need to use a restroom, need to place a text or make a call, or worse, have a medical or automotive emergency. Angeles Crest Highway scores a 6 in this category and would be much lower if not for being somewhat near a major metropolitan city and surrounding populated areas. However, don't rely too heavily on a tow truck being conveniently around the corner. With a score of 1 being an absolute sunk cost expenditure nightmare, and 10 being light or an inexpensive financial investment, Angeles Crest Highway falls somewhere in the middle. This is a bring your own water, food, amenities, condiments, first aid kit, car emergency kit type situation. Depending on how long you spend on the highway, how spirited you drive, and your chosen automobile's gas mileage or electric range, I would anticipate 1 full tank of gas or 1 full charge will accommodate most drivers to have a few hours of fun within the confines of the highway. Definitely plan for the trip to and from the highway, and remember to fill or charge up before entering the highway at one of the many gas or charging stations located in the greater area. I award Angeles Crest Highway a 7 in this category. Caltrans maintains Angeles Crest Highway and the surrounding road network, and to my surprise, the highway is mostly smooth and comfortable to drive. There are many areas where repaving efforts would go a long way, but for such a long stretch of highway located high in the San Gabriel Mountains, the quality experience touted by drivers from around the world is attributed to a good majority of the highway having at least decent paving and properly banked turns, with enough variety to challenge even the most discerning drivers. Cooler mountain air brings ambient air temperatures down for engines, and cavernous valleys and endless tunnels accentuate exhaust systems of all kinds. Long, wide straights and tightly banked 180-degree turns provide a thrill for any type of driver or racing enthusiast. Angeles Crest Highway scores an 8 for quality experience. Depending on your driving skill level, Angeles Crest Highway has much to offer with a variety of tight turns, banked curves, and elongated straights. The highway and supporting roads are easily accessible for newer driving enthusiasts and present enough of a challenging adventure for more experienced and seasoned drivers who desire to push their vehicle to higher limits. As some areas offer a wide field of view for the driver to look far ahead at the next engagement, many turns hugging mountain cliffs are negotiated blind, with little to no precursor to the traffic ahead or the end of a turn. This is not a highway you can drive tired or with little awareness, but good preparation and purposeful alertness is rewarded with a thrilling driving experience. Angeles Crest Highway scores a 9.5 for challenge. How fun is it to drive Angeles Crest Highway? The sense of adventure is big along this highway. Entering Angeles National Forest is polarizing as you leave highly populated areas and enter a lightly traveled, extra-wide 2-lane highway, at least on the weekends with no traffic. The forest environment sets the tone for a private, exhilarating drive, winding through canyons, whipping around rocks, diving into mountain tunnels, and soaring over abysses on bridges which echo exhaust notes for miles. It is an all-encompassing experience, captivating the imagination not only as a driver, but as a visitor to a piece of nature still relatively untouched by Los Angeles and San Bernardino counties. Angeles Crest Highway is the whole package, an entire experience which does not disappoint in any way. The never-ending variety of turns, curves, and straightaways always impress and never get old in repetition. Angeles Crest Highway scores a 9.5 in this category. Safety and mitigating risk are always a top priority and paramount concern to the seasoned racer and the driving enthusiast. Angeles Crest Highway is full of dangers and risks, requiring complete alertness and quick reflexes at all times. Environmental hazards such as rain, mud, or rock slides, snow, ice, icy roads, heat, wind, fire, and earthquakes routinely make their presence known to the elevated mountainous terrain. Human error is also a concern, as the safety of others and yourself is at risk. As a plethora of driving enthusiasts enjoy Angeles Crest Highway, one must be alert at all times and remember to drive safely and defensively while having fun negotiating the highway. Blind corners, deceiving turns, and sudden stops are commonplace on Angeles Crest Highway. Common sense dictates a sensible and cautious approach to driving on any mountain road. Regarding personal safety, California Highway Patrol patrols the main section of highway or State Route 2. So if an emergency requires police or fire assistance, don't drive late at night alone on the back roads on your bald, track-worn Cup 2 tires. Angeles Crest Highway scores a 5.5 in the category of safety. The environment around you can have a weighted and important impact on your experience and mood. Angeles Crest Highway is the ideal, made-for-TV movie, scenic mountainous location you imagine in your mind's eye for the perfect weekend morning drive. The views are endless, and the forest feels alive with history. The smell of morning dew in the air helps manifest the extra oxygen your bloodstream desires for an exhilarating drive. It makes sense why Southern California drivers escape to Angeles Crest Highway, because it's a different experience than metropolitan Los Angeles, just minutes from the base of the highway. There's nothing to criticize in this category. Angeles Crest Highway scores a 9.5. There are plenty of opportunities to test your vehicle on Angeles Crest Highway, especially once you find your way off the main highway and onto alternate routes within the National Forest. California Highway Patrol and the sheriffs patrol State Route 2, but they are familiar with the happenings on the supporting network roads. As long as you don't do anything too radical or stupid, they allow enthusiasts to have their fun. There's a silent, mutual understanding, just as long as you don't get stupid or sideways on the side or alternate routes. Angeles Crest Highway is an ideal testing and proving ground with turns, curves, and straights of all varieties, so there are endless possibilities and testing potential for your vehicle. The asphalt and the road seem to be in perfect condition right where it counts, on sloped, banked turns and sloped, banked curves, dive turns, and cutbacks. Don't push your vehicle too hard on this canyon road if your tires are worn or almost bald. But if your tires are in good health, feel free to live a little vigorously on this highway, as your tires will dig in and you will feel the magic of this highway and supporting road network. Angeles Crest Highway scores a 9.5. This 66-mile stretch of highway, with an east entrance and exit point, coincidentally located near a section of historic Route 66, is simply one of the best, all-around, versatile driving adventures you can have in Southern California. The hype is real. The scenery is unforgettable, and a proper Angeles Crest Highway run should be on your bucket list. Angeles Crest Highway will be a great starting point and benchmark as we move forward to review other roads, highways, and racetracks. Angeles Crest Highway's final score is 82 out of 100.
Thank you so much for watching.
Public access. public access.
So it's getting hard.